So I get playing Spider-Man again.
Hey man, nothing wrong with that.
So another invite.
Uh, I don't know if Antonio's free or not. He hasn't said anything.
Probably not. It is the weekend.
Yeah, the hotel's busy on weekends.
Is that where he works? Hotel.
Something about that not too long ago. You know, about some famous person was at his hotel.
Okay.
But all right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Timone Show. I'm here today with one of my favorite guests ever. You know him as the great Jake or Dalen. Or I don't know. I call you both throughout the show every time.
Whichever one works.
And before we get into brass tacks about all this cool shit that the Arrowverse has been bringing us today, I wanted to get down and dirty on the Netflix stuff. And hey, Tony just said he's not able to today. Uh, Luke Cage is getting. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was talking about Iron Fist and Luke Cage not coming back ever again. A lot of people were speculating that they were going to be they're going to have their own team up show, Power Man and Iron Fist, but that's not the thing. Netflix isn't bringing them back at all. And
Well, well, I know that Disney is pulling all this shit from Netflix next year because their own streaming service. So
yeah,
it's possible. I mean, I don't know. They could easily do a Heroes for Hire show on a Disney streaming service. I know Marvel they released that they're gonna be doing these mini series with different characters like Loki and Scarlet Witch.
yeah,
So
yeah. I've heard about that too. Yeah,
it's all a little bit too coincidental. I mean, they were pulling their stuff anyway, so it's not like I mean I don't know if they were gonna pull the Marvel Netflix from it since they're originals, but even
right.
so, I mean, a lot of stuff falls into place. They're talking about Scarlet Witch show, Loki show, why not
Yeah.
Heroes for Hire show? I mean, people have been clamoring for that. Daughters of the Dragon with Misty Knight and Colleen Wing. Yeah,
Oh,
there's
that'd
a
be a
lot they can
badass show
do.
right there.
People been wanting Moon Knight, so it's just a lot of stuff they could do. See, I don't think they're going completely.
Colleen kicks way more ass than Iron Fist did in the show anyway. So like, giving her own fucking thing, and she became an Iron Fist at the end. So like, she's badass, so she can pull it off.
She was actually on Game.
Yes,
She was actually on Game of Thrones before Iron Fist.
no shit,
That's where I first saw her. So
no
part of
shit,
the
hell yeah.
Sand Snakes. They were out for revenge for the Lannisters. So she's dead now, but everybody dies in that show.
Everybody dies except for the people that you don't want to
Yeah, pretty much.
die. That's just like real life.
Even
Well,
though
so
even though some of my favorites are still alive though, so I'm good.
right. So, and then we had Daredevil just kick it off with this amazing third season. I think it was probably the best season ever. Kingpin puts on a phenomenal performance every time. Every time he talks, he tells you if I can like a story, or he's telling you if I can like I don't know. Every time he talks, dude, he's monologuing about something. But it's not like the corny fucking villain monologue that you see in like Incredibles or something.
That's where those
It's
memes are
good.
coming from.
Yeah, I know, and it's hilarious. I crack up at every single one of them.
They're like,
It's like it's
when I was a boy, and it's like
yeah,
I haven't seen it yet because I'm still in season 2, but I can picture it because I knew how dramatic
yeah,
he was, and I knew how dramatic he was in the first season, so I can
yeah,
actually
he's
picture it.
yeah, he's pretty much the same guy, dude. He's a lot tougher now, though, man. He kicks a lot of ass, and the dude who plays Bullseye is fantastic. Well,
Yeah,
like,
I heard he's like really accurate bullseye.
dude, he's like terrifying, dude. He's like really psychotic and shit, dude. Like, he's a fucking terrifying villain, and he kicks ass. And like the whole season, Daredevil's still injured from Defenders. Um, so like it takes place like pretty much like right after Defenders, and he's still fucking like and he's like he's trying to fucking like heal his wounds, but he's still trying to go out and like kick ass at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah, and his mom is spoiler alert that this nun is his mom, but it's obvious throughout the whole thing. And then when he found out, I was like, he didn't know that was his mom. Like I was shocked that he didn't know that that nun was his mom.
yeah, and there was like a
Yeah.
I don't know if it was just meme or just from people who don't read comics. They were like, "Oh, him and the nun have a lot of chemistry. I think something's gonna happen there." And we're just like, "Really?" This is what happens when you pretend like you read comics.
Yeah, and I don't even read much of Daredevil or whatever, but I was like, dude, it's just obvious this lady's his mom, dude. Like, it was just 100% there. And yeah, so when he went and he found out, he went crazy and shit. And he went crazy for like a whole like episode and a half after he found out that was his mom. He's like, how come nobody told me? And he's like hanging out at the old gym, Fogwell's gym.
I guess I'll see it eventually. I'm still in season 2, so
And it's like I'm like, how did
you're cutting in and out.
are you still there? It's glitching out. It's glitching out, dude. I don't know what's going on. All right, sorry about the technical difficulties, everyone. It's glitchy. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, dude, it just glitched out on me. I don't know. I thought it was my mic because I got this Bluetooth mic and earbuds, and I thought that was what was glitching out, but it's not the case. It's the whole thing.
Oh, but yeah.
But yeah, dude, I was trying to like trigger you too. I was like, check, check, check. Supergirl sucks. I was like, yeah, he can't hear me for sure.
Nah. Should have went after Harry Potter. I probably would have heard it regardless.
Oh yeah, right. Like, why is my fucking palm itching? All right, but now on to this. I don't know, man. I titled this episode "Arrowverse cancels Marvel Netflix," and and
Nah.
that's just to tell the viewers or viewer or whoever watches listens that Arrowverse is fucking kicking ass, and every premiere they brought out for their shows has been fantastic. Every single premiere they brought out has been fantastic, and it really hurts me to say this, but I think Legends had probably the most underwhelming of the premieres.
I guess. I mean, yeah. I mean, I still really liked it,
I did
but
too, but
I mean, it is. I mean, it's still Legends though. Like it's still bonkers, and they're just keep going bonkers, and that's what makes it good. So, but I mean, it's what you expect from Legends. It's nothing that they didn't really do anything that's out of the norm for Legends in the last couple of seasons. So I don't know if you realize you've been hearing like the cast are talking about how much they appreciate the show and how they all pretty much just don't count season one. Like I know Mick,
awesome.
I know Mick, the guy who plays Mick.
Yeah,
What was his name? Him. He said something like season one doesn't count. Or he said no.
Dominic something.
Dominic Purcell. He flat out said season one sucks on his Instagram page once. I know Katie Lott said something like season one doesn't count. It was just, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of,
I, I
they
like
just,
I like that.
because, well, I mean, first season was they tried to match what Arrowverse is, like
Yeah,
what this whole universe is, like this straight up superhero show. Like they tried to match that, and it's like,
yeah.
then I guess after that they found their real stride. It's like this is what works a little better for us. I mean, I know Ryan's gonna get mad at me for this, but the Hawks are underwhelming. Hawk Girl, they were kind of underwhelming for me at least.
I am never a fan of the Hawk people. Like in comics, in the Justice League cartoon, I was like, these characters are all fucking whack, and like I don't know. And then when they brought him into the Arrowverse, I was like, oh my god, dude, fuck. But it gave us a really cool Vandal Savage, like a watered down Vandal Savage, but fuck, he was really great. And so
Okay, I mean that was watered down their villains. I mean, Randall Savage, one of the, you know, he's a really powerful villain. So it's like
yeah,
realistically, I don't know if they could really deal with him. I mean, they could, I guess. I don't know, maybe not. But
he's like a Ra's al Ghul type villain, where he's always around, dude. You can't stop him. Like
yeah,
he's like yeah. Is that Spider Man in the background?
yeah.
Oh man, that masked menace has gone too far.
Nah, I'm just looking through his ass.
I just subscribed to Jay Jonah's podcast.
Oh, that stuff is great. It just it like pops up randomly while you're swinging around the city. The new episode just releases. Sometimes it triggers like right after you do something, like right after you stop some sort of crime. Like, oh, there's this break in, and Spider Man was there, and he caused it, something like that. And they have callers who are just dealing with the kidnapping and everything. It's kind of funny. I think I lost you again.
Hello. Yeah, all right. Hey,
Yeah, all right.
I don't know if it's because it's storming or what outside. I don't know. It's crazy, and I'm upset that it's raining. I have all sorts of Halloween parties to go to tonight.
Like multiple.
Yeah, like two, not all sorts, but two.
Okay.
One of them was like at this birthday party that, and then like everybody that's in this group chat's like, oh, I'm not going anymore. I'm sick and blah blah. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm going to this party. But I don't know. I don't know.
Legends is just I'm just glad they embrace what they are and it works for it so well. I think that whole Beowulf fight just sums up what Legends is. It just doesn't take itself seriously. That's what just makes it so great. But I do agree that I mean I won't argue that it didn't have like the least like it didn't have as good as a premiere as everyone else. Not saying it was bad, but
I'm not saying it was bad either because everything was fantastic. Arrow gave
yeah.
us a really good thing.
I hate to admit this. Like, if I can ignore my Supergirl bias, because I do have a bias. If I ignore that, and I hate to admit this, Arrow might have had the best premiere, and
Dude,
it might be the best so far this season. I mean, besides all the all the Felicity crap, she's all through the last episode, and that was that was too much. But besides that, it was a really good premiere. Really
dude,
good.
Felicity in the fucking second episode. Oh, like what the fuck, dude?
Felicity and
Like what?
Felicity in every episode. What do you mean? It's not. It's it's how I feel. I don't have to get into it. You know how I feel. It's just.
But
But
anyways,
I
dude,
will.
we'll get there when we get there. We're on Legends still. Um, Man, dude, that shit is just exciting, dude. They're taking all your this season seems like it's gonna be really exciting. They're taking all your favorite childhood things and turning them evil.
Yeah.
I like that a
Constantine is gonna
lot.
be good, and I guess they're gonna like gradually have these people join the cast officially
Yeah.
because because they had like 9 or 10 regulars, and it's like they only really credited the ones that were in the episode so far. Like Nora Dark, Nora Dark had like
Debo Debo's supposed to be making a comeback.
yeah, he's supposed to. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't. But Nor
Marketing.
Nora Dark had like a very brief cameo, so I guess they didn't really credit her. She had like a special appearance by the credits, but yeah, she's supposed to be a regular. And who else? Maisie Richardson Sellers playing a new character, one who played Vixen,
Yeah.
and who else? They got some new character. I think she's supposed to be a werewolf or something like that.
Yeah, I remember reading about that one earlier.
Yeah,
When you were
and
posting all I think it was when you were posting all those leaks and shit.
yeah, so they have a bunch of people coming in, and Constantine got the Draco Malfoy treatment of special appearance by. But I mean, I guess that's fine.
Yeah.
I like how they're portraying him though. Like he's Constantine is supposed to be a dick, and they're doing that so well. And like
Dude, Matt Ryan is John Constantine, dude. That's
that
just all it is.
that last scene with Sarah when he was like, I don't want to live
Fuck
with
you,
you
Bob.
guys. He was like, I don't want to live with you guys, and she just walked away. It's like, yeah, you're such a dick, but it's so great. Like, I really enjoyed that. And I don't know if was he possessed at the end or was it just a warning or something? And it's like
Dude,
he just
I think he's just getting attacked by a demon. I don't think he got possessed.
okay. But yeah, that premiere was really good. I mean, not as good as the others, but I loved it. I think I lost you again.
Ray. Couple minutes. Hey, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Oh man, I thought I was gonna cut out again. I was talking about Ray Palmer and like how he was really hilarious this season or this episode, anyways. Besides all that quest to find Nora Dark, or
Yeah, his real life wife.
but uh but like in the very beginning, we was talking about the ratings and our dedicated fans and shit like that. I was like, he's speaking to me.
Yeah, that was they put that in the Comic Con trailer. I was
Yeah,
like,
I did see that.
that's like a nod to us.
Hell yeah.
They were talking about like
That,
the real fandom because like Legends, I think gets like people who don't watch it consistently, they bag on it a lot. It's like they don't understand what it is or what it's supposed to be. It's like Gotham. People don't really watch
yeah,
Gotham don't understand that it's supposed to be like that. You know,
yeah. It's
like
supposed to be this.
they're not just they're not just pulling stuff out of their ass. They're just that's how it is.
Yeah,
Legends it doesn't take itself seriously, and it just embraces the fuckery. Like Flash is full of fuckery. You just have to accept it for what it is.
but
But
but at the
there are
same time,
times
it has a lot of heart, and you really want to like you get involved with what the characters are up to, man. Like so.
yeah, yeah. And I think I mean I think they found a stride. I think season two obviously. I think season three they really started embracing it, and but I think now they're hitting a new stride where it feels a little more, I want to say, complete. I guess like you have like the whole domestic stuff with Sarah and what's her name, Ava, where they're like
Hey, but
or like this actual couple. And that was pretty cool to see that, and because Sarah's whole story, she came like a really fucking long way, like a really
yeah,
long way. So that was
yeah,
good.
she's evolved so much.
That was
If you
cool.
look,
That
if
was
you
cool to
check
see.
out first appearance of Sarah back on Arrow, and then check her out now, you're like, what? That's not the same chick. You're like, yeah, it is.
Yeah, that came a long way, and I think her being a leader has really helped her, shape her into who she is. I still maintain she's a better leader than Oliver, although it's a little weird because certain situations I'd rather have Oliver leading, but you know, I think she just came a long way, and I think just seeing her like in just like just healthy relationship, that was pretty cool to see. Um, Ray's all lovesick
Yeah,
over Nora, his wife in real life.
yeah. And then at least he's got I always forget her name, helping him out and doing all that shit. So
Oh, sorry.
sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
I always I didn't
Kind
like her at first. I didn't like her, but now like ever since her Groundhog Day episode, I was like, dude, I'm a fan of her now.
well, I have to give her an episode to kind of establish who she is. So
Yeah. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. So Sarah's kind of like a mix in her leadership. She's kind of like a mix between Barry and Oliver, but then with her own spin on it because she's just better. And because like Barry's a good leader too, but he still sucks. Like he's like a good like motivating leader, but he's like dumb. Like he's not like tactical and shit, you know.
I think he's
And
gotten
like,
better. I think he's gotten better. I think he works best as a mentor. Like that's when he really
oh
steps.
yeah, for sure.
That's when he really steps into being like a good leader when he's mentoring somebody like Wally or Jesse and recently Nora. So it's like he has to mentor those three speedsters, and that's something he knows about. I mean, obviously taking stuff he learned from Oliver, but applying it to himself, and so I think he's gotten
He's
better.
also
I
he's
think he's
also
just
taking stuff that he learned from Reverse Flash.
yeah.
Like
So I just think he's best as like a mentor thing. Like he's what he's telling
yeah,
Nora. He's doing a little bit too much with Ralph. I guess he didn't really know how to handle Ralph because Ralph was his own person, and it's like he challenged Barry's own logic. Because I'll never forget the best line Ralph has ever said. He's like, "You're the Flash. You could have stopped her and saved him." Fuck it, cut out. You there?
Uh, Sorry, guys, for all these technical difficulties for this episode. This never happens. Um, at least it keeps it live, man. That's fucking cool. At least it keeps it recording. Uh,
Yeah, like,
so since we're on Barry's leadership, man, we can segue into the Flash
okay.
and how fucking kick ass the Flash is. And Wally didn't seem to have weird hair.
Nah. I think he's done though. I think they just said something like he's like in 3 episodes, but I don't know. Seems like he's done. The actor's just doing his own thing. So
Yeah. Yeah,
he's
I really like the. Oh, dude, Legends had a good reference to that too. They're like, didn't he do that last year? Like,
yeah. I think he just they even say like he's just kind of on his own path and just doing his own thing, and which is good. It's fine. It kind of sucks that they underutilize him a lot. Like I understand that first crossover he's a part of, they didn't use him as much because he's still like training to be Kid Flash. But
yeah,
I don't understand why they didn't use him in the second one. He had that really cool scene in the church, but it's like like they sidelined him after that. It's like he could have absolutely helped with this. The Nazis or whatever. It's like y'all could have used another speech during this scenario.
yeah, he was underutilized, and I know they're gonna fucking use the shit out of Nora. They're like, we got budget for a purple speech. They're just not a yellow and red one.
It is kind of weird that like they made this whole big deal like, oh, it's hard to have both Barry and Wally because you have to knock out Barry so Wally could save the day, or then you have to knock out Wally so Barry could save the day because of budget reasons. They said
Yeah,
that. They said that, but then it got elongated, man. It's like I know that costs a lot of money,
dude,
and
imagine
then
how much it cost him to turn into that fucking pear.
it's like, okay, you got another speedster now, so it's like that was bullshit, and you know it was. So I don't know, and don't get me started on him doing like a whole Grodd episode. So I don't know about that.
Oh yeah, dude, those that have elongated man, uh, both the Flashes or Flash and Excess versus Grodd and like a whole gorilla army and Killer Shark and fucking boom, they're all like, yeah, but we don't have the budget for Wally.
Yeah, guy's name is King Shark, by the way.
Well, yeah, King Shark, yeah.
Yeah,
You everyone knew what I meant though, so
yeah. But I mean, I think
that
it's just
doesn't matter.
I don't know. It could be budget reasons, but it's like okay, you got elongated man and another speedster here, and not to mention vibe. Well, not anymore, but still. So I wasn't. I'm not really buying that. I think they just were trying
There
to.
was
They didn't know
there
what to
was
do with
one
them.
thing that pissed me off in the Flash this season. So like Caitlin and Ralph, they find that her dad's suicide note, and then later on, they find that like, oh, they like all the elements that she used to make up as a kid or whatever, And then instantly I was all like, boom, the note's encrypted or whatever. And it took her until the end of the fucking episode to find out that the note was encrypted. I was like, come on now, man. Like, these guys are supposed to be super smart.
I guess because she wasn't really looking for that. She was just thinking about, I don't know,
Man,
plot
I don't
convenience.
know. That was like the first thing that popped up in my head. Like when those two puzzle pieces came together, I was all like, oh yeah, dude, it's obvious. The note's encrypted.
I didn't really think about it, but I mean, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. She seemed like she was trying not to care, but I don't know. It was cool.
I mean, I just hope we get Killer Frost back. Like, I mean, I think we need her back because they have this whole big thing. Are you there? Nah, you left again. I can't hear you.
Oh yeah.
You hear me now? Oh, I can't hear you. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay. See, I was just saying like, they're gonna need Killer Frost back because they had this whole thing with with the episode. They had like a ton of development with just one line.
Yeah.
An episode with where they were like in the speed, like they were like what was it, between speed or something like that, between time. And Barry would have to like slow down everything when they were trying to defuse that bomb, and they had to bring Caitlin into it or Killer Frost to stop it. I lost you again. Okay.
Hello?
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah. Google.
Are you talking about how
Google.
it's cool? How cool it is that like Nora can use flash time and just like think things through and be a badass?
No, I was just saying like that's what it's called, right? Flash time. Where Killer Frost they were trying to stop that bomb or whatever, and Killer Frost they brought Killer Frost in it, and they were like, and she's like, Barry, don't let Katie die. And I was like, oh, okay, that was like a ton of development. Like everyone was kind of like really through a loop with that.
My sister-in-law, you hook her up with Duff? Good job, bro.
What were you saying? My neighbor came to my door. I'm
Yeah,
sorry about that.
yeah, the flash time when they
Yeah,
had to they had to defuse that bomb,
yeah.
and they had to get Killer Frost in to freeze it. And then she was like, Barry, don't let Caitlin die.
You can't let Caitlyn die because she's important.
No, but it was in the manner of
Oh,
like
how,
I. She's like, I care about her. Don't let her die. It's like they just showed
well,
that they started caring about each other, and then they started kind of communicating like by leaving notes for each other.
leaving notes and shit. Yeah, that was really cute of them.
So it was like I just liked that was like a lot of development, and it just it's kind of like I don't know if I haven't played Injustice 2 either, but I watched a lot of the footage for Enchantress, and you know Enchantress, right?
Yeah,
How this switches out bodies. And
yeah,
so her entrance is like, okay, June Moon will walk out, and she'll say something like, "Oh, you really don't want to, get involved in this." And the opponent will say something, and they'll turn like Enchantress will come out or whatever, and they'll start fighting. But sometimes Enchantress comes out by herself, and so
yeah.
the opponent will talk crap to June, or the opponent will talk crap to June, and Enchantress come out and be like, "Nobody talks about June like don't like nobody talks to June like that but me." And it's
Right.
like, so it's like she's possessing June Moon, and it's like June doesn't want it, but at the same time she's super protective of her. She's like, no, you don't fuck with her. I do that. It's kind of like
I'm in the
that. So it's
store
kind of
right
like
now.
this is kind
Got
of
a
like
whole
that.
shitload of kids and candy all over the damn thing over there. The kids. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Yeah, my sister-in-law, she just came from Iowa. Picking on my nephew because they're going to Great America.
All right.
I told him, thanks, brother. Thanks, man.
Oh my goodness, it's tough being an entrepreneur in this neighborhood.
You gotta get a sign say I'm podcasting.
Oh my goodness, who fucking rings a doorbell these days? That's some fucking messed up shit. It's not the 90s anymore, man. We don't ring doorbells. All right.
Yeah. So it is like Enchantress is possessing June Moon, but
yeah,
at the same
but they're
time,
still like BFF.
At the same time, she's like hyper protective over. She's like nobody talks to June like that, but me.
Right.
And
that's
so
awesome.
it's kind of the same. I kind of like that because it's like she's an evil character who's possessing this girl, but she's still protective because they're like bonded. So it's like the same way with Killer Frost and Caitlyn. It's like, yeah, don't let her die. So I just thought that was like a really good. And now she wants to bring her back. So I hope they don't wait the whole season to bring her back. Personally, I just hope they.
Right. Yeah, dude, she's definitely coming back. And then I totally think her dad is some sort of Frost villain also. Like, I'm totally thinking he has something to do with. I don't think he has anything to do with Cicada.
No.
He's got something to do with some other villains or whatever. And
no, that's a whole separate thing. I don't even know if it's villains, but maybe I don't know.
fucking Sherlock Wells seems really shady, especially at that last scene where he's all like really on. He's on to Nora because Nora's being shady too. We don't know what she's really up to.
Well,
But,
to be honest, I mean, I don't know. So he was alright. I felt like that was like a one episode kind of character. Like how are they gonna do this a whole season? It's not that he's a bad character. It's just like what the fuck is this? You're gonna do a whole season with this guy? But he kind of redeemed himself in that, like, in my opinion, at the end with that day with Nora. I was like, okay, I guess, but still, I just kind of feel like can you just stick to one Wells and just you don't have to keep changing him every time. I don't know why they do that. And in my opinion, the best one was from Earth 2. That was the best because I guess he's the most normal one. I still maintain he is the smartest guy in the Arrowverse. I still maintain that.
He's good. He's good for sure.
I know your favorite is HR.
HR is just he was the most entertaining, and like he was really cool. If you're not gonna have like a regular Wells, like he's cooler than Sherlock, and
Yeah.
and here he's cooler than Hair Wells and fucking Greaser Wells and Guido Wells and fucking.
Like I get
He's cooler than all.
they're trying to have some gimmick, but I mean, for me personally, that's not it. That gimmick doesn't work for me. Just for me. I mean, it's fine, but I don't know. We're in season 5. He just stick to a Wells, dude. Come on.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, Legends found their gimmick with Bebo. They found it now and that worked, but I don't know. And this whole Council of Wells thing. So
Well, they're doing a whole thing like there's in Marvel there's the Council of Reeds, and then in Rick and Morty there's the Council of Ricks. So they're like just doing that whole fucking trope right there with the Council of Wells.
Yeah. But I mean, there's some theory. I saw a theory. There's a theory video that Nora might be Reverse Flash. There's a connection. I mean, there's a theory. Eric's Reloaded that channel. I don't know if you watch it. He has a theory that either Nora is actually Eobard Thawne in a body that looks like Nora, or that she is a Reverse Flash of that time and has the same ideals as Thawne. But either and it's like because Wells what Sherlock Wells says like he basically said you got to be working with somebody because you didn't come up with that by yourself. That's basically what he told her, right?
Yeah.
So it's like okay, so either you're working with somebody which could be Reverse Flash, Eobard Thawne, or you are Reverse Flash in some capacity.
Yeah, like Eobard Thawne could be like one of her teachers or some shit in school growing up or whatever, you know, like
Yeah.
and she it was another speedster that she looked up to or whatever, you know, and fucking it could all work out like that. That could totally make sense.
If you look back in the last season, there were moments where she did look kind of shady. It's like, okay, you're here, but why do you look so evil right now? Like, why do you look like you're plotting something? I mean,
Yeah.
you came back to see your dad. That's fine. But there are moments where she's just like, she's leaning against the wall. She just kind of looks like she's hiding something all shady and stuff. So you never know. I hope not. I don't want to see her become a villain, but I guess, I mean, it would be a cool twist, I guess. Because Reverse Flash is probably the best villain ever, just in terms of fucking with people. And that's all he does is just fuck with Flash. And it's the most hilarious thing. And that's why
Yeah.
that's why he's the perfect recurring villain. And that's what I was saying, like he should be like he should be the villain. I wanted him as the villain, I think, in this season, the main one. Or was it last season? It might have been whichever. I was like, okay, he should be the main villain. It was after they were fighting the Nazis. And he's like, go away, I don't want to see you again. So I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, he needs to be the big bad again. Like just straight up Reverse Flash. None of this Harrison Wells just masquerading as him, just straight up Reverse Flash. It will be perfect because now Barry's not like a noob anymore, so he can. I guess he can.
Yeah, because the other guy, the other guy that plays Reverse Flash, that's not Tommy Cavanaugh, does a really good job too. So like,
Yeah, I mean,
either one is really good.
I still don't know how he's alive, but whatever. They didn't really explain it. They just said time travel, but okay.
He's got some sort of deal with the fucking Speed Force or something. I don't know, man. Like that's just what I'm guessing. Like he's probably like trapping other people in there. Like anytime he gets caught in there, he uses it to get out of something or fucking time loopholes and shit. He probably traps someone else in there. Like I don't know, man.
Well, are you technically ever dead if you get killed because of time travel? Because look at Damien Dark. They brought him back. He died. Oliver killed him. But he wasn't. I mean,
But
he was in.
the Damien Dark that was in Legends was Damien Dark from like the 80s or some shit though.
That's what I'm saying. So like, you could have just plucked him from another time, and he just still had the same fuck you Flash. I hate you. I do.
But in Flash in the first season they killed his relative that makes him able to exist in the first place. So like that doesn't like that.
Well,
Was
yeah,
all just
there's that too.
that was all just fooey, you know. So like
Yeah.
when he came back after that, it's like oh, whatever, anything goes, I guess. And they need to play, and they need to use that shit more. Where just anything goes, like it's fucking comic books, dude. It doesn't have to fucking make sense.
Yeah.
Like I get it's
You cut out again.
fun. Was Diggle even mad that Flashpoint changed his daughter into a son? Like
Why
either
was
way,
he?
you have a kid,
Yeah, but
huh?
he's like just thinking about his kid just got blinked out of existence, and it's like Barry
He still
didn't
had
take
a
it.
kid though,
Yeah, but still, it's just a little fucked
and
up.
to them, they'd be none the wiser unless Barry didn't say anything. Like other than that, they'd be all like, "This is our whole life. This is how it's always been." Like I don't know. It's weird. It's weird, like because there's nothing you can do about it to change it. If you try to change it, you're gonna fuck things up even worse. Or make things even more different. So like, there's nothing you can do to change it. So you just gotta accept it anyway. Like
Yeah, I remember seeing this movie once with who's the guy who plays General Hux in Star Wars? You know that
yeah,
guy? He also played Bill Weasley in Harry Potter. He was in
yeah.
it was some movie he was in, like they were like he was time traveling or whatever through his closet or something, and he kept fucking shit up like Barry because he was time traveling. And at one point, because he had a kid, he was married, he had a kid, and at one point I think he had a son, and when he time traveled, he suddenly had a daughter, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And so he had to go back and fix it because like he's attached to his son already,
Yeah.
so he doesn't know this other kid. No disrespect to the other kid, but like he doesn't know who this is. He already had like a son, so he had to go back and fix it.
Hmm.
So I guess I mean in that light, oh, in Diggle's case, he didn't know at all because Barry just wiped everything out, and Cisco's being a bitch the whole time and told everybody like that. But in his case, he didn't know. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure you'd be like, wait a minute, you took away my daughter. What's wrong with you?
You ever notice how every time Cisco is in his feelings, he's like super as fuck in his feelings, dude? Like he's like
Yeah,
every time, dude, he's upset or sad or something about something, dude. It's deeper than anybody else's. He gets fucking and he closes off and Cisco
yeah,
never learns from his pain.
yeah. He really does get pretty emotional.
Like all the characters do, but he gets it the most, dude. Like that it was the second episode. He's going through all that gypsy shit, and I was like, really, we're doing this shit now, dude? Like, how long ago was that when that happened? Like, he couldn't deal with that shit last season. Like,
No,
like
I
what the
mean
fuck?
to be fair, I'd be pretty upset too. I mean, if I was dating Gypsy and suddenly I wasn't, I mean, come on now, I'd be pretty pretty upset too. But
True,
yeah,
and like it, like they wrote it in a way to where it makes sense because they had the same powers and like his powers were still kind of linked to hers and shit, like so they
yeah,
and
he
like
kept
when he was and it would happen like it happened mostly when he was like asleep and shit, whatever.
so he
And
kept kind of
so
feeling her a little bit.
yeah, so they wrote it in a way that made sense. But then after when Caitlyn and Ralph were trying to help him, and then that's when he started acting like a bitch, and I was all like, all right, come on, dude, like come on, Cisco, dude. Like these guys are like the only people you got right now, and you're being a dick to everybody. Like,
I
stop
do
it.
like I do like how they're showing that we're now 5 seasons in, and you've never gotten a hint of a romantic connection between Cisco and Caitlyn. Like they've just been friends the
Yeah,
whole time. And I think that's pretty
yeah,
refreshing because personally, just jumping to Agent of Shield real quick. I didn't think Gemma and what's his name? Can't remember his name. Another dude, the Irish dude.
Oh, Fitzsimmons.
Yeah, Fitz. I didn't think they were gonna be a thing, and I didn't think it didn't make sense to me initially. I mean, it came from him. I just thought they were like, you know, friends, and they're like the same person basically.
Yeah,
So
that
for
that's really
me,
like that's really how they came across, and that's really like what he thought until like they started getting together or whatever. He's all like, dude, I never really like imagined this shit ever happening or whatever, like
well, for me, it came out of nowhere. So I mean, it's kind of refreshing to see that Cisco and Caitlyn, that were 5 seasons in, that seen, you've never gotten a hint that they're romantic at all, and I think I think that's a good thing because they're always the notion that guys and girls can't be friends is a little weird to me because like they can, and I think
right.
they're a good example of that. So it's refreshing to see.
That's true, and it's some good shit, man. Well, you start in season one. Caitlyn's engaged to uh Firestorm 1.0, and what's it? What's that? Robbie Amell, fucking Stephen Amell's cousin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ronnie Raymond.
yeah. So she was engaged to him. So then, and then I think Cisco was just always just back and forth just dating this random girls for like every once in a while, like so like yeah by the time like we even we get introduced to them, they've already been colleagues for fucking that many years, and like yeah, so
Yeah.
it makes sense. It makes sense that they're just fucking just BFF and they kick it.
Yeah, I mean, I got respect that they didn't try to force it, you know?
Yeah,
They didn't try to force them to be this romantic pairing. Because they could easily have done that, but it wouldn't have made sense. At least to me. At least not to me, it wouldn't have.
like they were closer doing some Barry and Caitlyn stuff than Cisco and Caitlyn, and like that stuff wasn't even gonna work at all. So like when they went out karaoke together, and then uh, he fucking changed her clothes like with the flash, and she's like, oh, then you saw me naked, and he's like, we're not talking about that, and then he just fucking flashed out of there.
Yeah.
You can't
And
say zoomed out of there because Zoom's a bad guy. We gotta say he flashed out of there.
yeah, and Caitlyn dated him. And, he was, everyone she dates dies, almost. That's why I was afraid for Julian. I was like, oh, damn, now he's going to die.
Yeah, but they didn't fully date, dude. They just had feelings for each other, and he's all like, you know what, dude, fuck this Team Flash shit. I'm gonna go
Such
continue
a
being
waste.
Indiana Jones.
That's
He's
such
a
a
better
waste.
Indiana Jones than a Team Flash, though. Like he needs his own show where he's out there doing Indiana Jones shit.
That was such a waste. I wish he came back. Tom Felton he fit so well.
He was cool because like he was all about anti-Barry. Like everybody else is like a big fucking Barry like ass kisser. And he was all like, he was like, Barry, dude, sometimes you need to fucking eat a dick. And I'm all like, hell yeah, do you tell him, Draco?
He was such a good character, and obviously, I like him because of Harry Potter. He's in that. It's like, oh, cool, somebody from Harry Potter's there. So it was cool to
Hell yeah.
see. I mean, it's not like he needs the money because he's still rich as fuck because of that. But still, I mean, he was a good character. I liked him, and yeah, and it was funny because
You
like
don't see him as much. You see her Hermione and fucking Harry and fucking Rupert. Fuck, you see them all over the place. You don't see Draco as much as like on other movies and TV or whatever. Dude. You see all the other people. Like you see the dude who played Neville. He's in a bunch of shit. Like you see them everywhere. You don't see much of Draco, so it's really refreshing to see him in some other stuff.
yeah,
Emma Watson, that was her name. I couldn't think of her name. That's why I said Hermione.
as much as I talk about Emma Watson, you forgot her name.
I was all like, which Emma is it, dude? It's Emma something. There's like 7 famous Emmas. I forgot which one it was.
But yeah, so I was a little bummed that he wasn't coming back. Was that season 3 or was that season 2? I think that was season 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, oh well, they got a pretty good cast now. Cause what bugged me about the Flash is like they never changed anything up. It was just like the same 5 or 6 people like the whole time. And I was like, you guys gonna add somebody to this or no? And then they finally did this season. They added Ralph and what's her name? Joe's wife, Cecile,
Cecile.
and then Nora, and then also Cicada, dude from American Pie. He's a regular too. So
Who plays Cicada?
Oz Striker from American
Oh
Pie.
shit. Oh
That's him.
shit. Yeah.
You,
Okay.
you didn't recognize him? The
I
jock one?
I could I did recognize him. I was like, what the fuck is he from, dude? Like
Yeah, he's in American Pie.
yeah, that's right. That's right. And I haven't seen American Pie since it was new. So like
Those are still classic.
so it was,
But
it's
I know
still a classic.
how Nasser didn't like it for dumb reasons, like it's dated. I was like, it came out 20 years ago. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, he said something. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, dude. I thought Nasser would like it, dude, because he's like,
Nah,
I don't know, man. He's all.
he's in his own world. I finally found his YouTube. I found his YouTube channel last night, and I was looking at some of his videos. I couldn't help but
Did you see
laugh.
the Sabrina one? Did you see
No,
the Sabrina one? Oh man, I watched that one last night. I was like, man, dude, he's dissing this fucking show. It was called it was called the Chilling SJW Adventures of Sabrina and the
what?
Feminist Agenda.
Oh, I don't. Do I want to watch
I
it?
was like, what the fuck is Nasser drinking, dude? Like, I want to like, what the fuck?
Watch. Do I want to watch this video? Because I feel like I don't know. I mean, I was watching something about the Spawn thing he's doing when he's comparing Spawn to some random comics, and so I watched that, and I watched something from another thing, and he sounded exactly like Diversity in Comics. He's like, this is what I mean when I call you a parrot, because you all you do is echo everything people say. That video could have been a DNC video. That's exactly what it looked like.
Dude,
So
DNC loves him. Dude, he shouts out Nasser all the time. He's all like, man, this dude is the king of Comics Gate right here. And I'm all like, hell yeah, he is.
whether that's a good thing is up for debate, but whatever.
It's a thing, though. That's what it is. It's a thing. It exists.
Yeah, you're right. It's a thing. Let's go with that.
So, last night I saw a superhero. He was black. He said, this is for the streets. Black Lightning's back. Black Lightning came back with a fucking bang.
I'm actually behind on Black Lightning, like 2 episodes.
Did you see the first episode, though?
Yeah, it's the only one I saw.
That one was fucking awesome. So there's only
Yeah.
been two. What the next one comes out tomorrow, right? Or no, it comes out. No, it comes out Tuesday.
Yeah, tomorrow's Supergirl. I need to watch.
Yeah.
I need to catch some Black Lightning. I've been meaning to.
Tomorrow's Supergirl and Charmed.
I have not seen Charmed yet.
I watched the first 10 minutes of Charmed, and I didn't turn it off because I didn't like it. I turned it off because I was tired and I wanted to go to bed, and that's what I did. But I actually did enjoy it. The first 10 minutes were actually pretty solid, and I never watched the old Charmed, so like I just came at it as like some brand new shit, you know. Like I knew
Yeah.
Charmed was a show back in the day. I just wasn't into like all that witchcraft shit back then. I still kind of not. So if I don't end up liking the show, it probably won't be because it's bad. It'll just be something that I'm not into.
Is it because of SJWs?
Huh?
Is it because of SJWs and the feminist agenda?
No.
It's like comics.
No, it has nothing to do with that. It'll just because I'm not into anything.
I would never not make fun of them. I'm sorry if I just randomly say something. It's just I would never not make fun of them because they're fucking stupid. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. Black Lightning kicks a lot of ass though, dude. I don't know. They're telling like 3 different stories this fucking season. Like the Flash is telling 2 different, kind of 3 different stories this season with training Nora, fighting Cicada, and then Caitlyn's whole thing. But this one they got Black Lightning doing his shit, dude. He's like teaming up with the police. Because at the end of the first episode, he fucking revealed his identity to the cop.
Yeah.
So now he's teaming up with the police or whatever. You got
So he shot tripping.
You got Anissa fucking robbing drug dealers and fucking weapons dealers and shit, stealing all their money and like giving it to the church to support the families and the people of green light victims and shit.
Yeah.
So you got that shit going on. She's teamed up with Gamby. Gamby's helping her out with some shit. And then you got Jennifer learning how to control her powers and shit. Black Lightning hired this one girl that helps people learn how to use their powers and control them or whatever. He hired her to help her out. So like they're teaming up and doing this little stuff together. And I don't know. It's really fun, dude. It's a cool season so far. It's only 2 episodes in. I love it a lot.
Like 3 episodes, I thought.
I think it was only two or three, but that's what's going on.
Yeah, I'll catch up eventually. Probably today.
Yeah,
I'll see. I can't really
yeah,
speak
it's
much. Can't
cool,
really speak
man.
much on the season, but I enjoyed the first
It
episode.
might be. You're right. It might be three, man, because yeah,
Yeah,
there's a lot of shit that's going on with Tobias too,
yeah, because I'm 2 episodes
and
behind. It is three.
yeah, yeah. Tobias is like the fucking black kingpin, and he's fucking terrifying, and I love that fucking guy. He'll shoot you with a goddamn harpoon.
Yeah, that's his signature weapon in the comics.
That shit is fucking brutal. I'm like, God damn, he does it all the time. I'm like, how many of these things has he got? Or he just load the same one over and over. Black Lightning needs to be part of the official Arrowverse.
Yeah, I was just about to say that they should cross over. And you know what? I don't know. He deserves to be in it. I think. I think obviously they'll probably do it next season. Hopefully, at least do like some sort of mini crossover with one show. That's why I'm hoping he's on Supergirl show,
Yeah,
so he can cross over with her. Maybe like how the Flash crossed over with her to kind of
yeah.
officially put her in the Arrowverse. They could do that. It's a golden opportunity to have him a part of her. I think that will work best because they already referenced her for one thing. But the only thing is they also reference Vixen, but there can also be a Vixen in that
Yeah.
universe. But they did reference Supergirl, I think.
They did. They referenced Supergirl. They referenced Vixen. It was like in the same. It was in the same line. It was like her
Yeah.
mom talking to her in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
he should. I was hoping he'd be part of this crossover, but you know what? I don't think this crossover is going to be as big. It doesn't seem like it.
it
Cause
doesn't seem like it at all.
for one, I know Legends aren't a part of it. They elected not to be a part of it this year, for whatever reason, and so just Supergirl, Arrow, and Flash. But it's like it doesn't seem like once again Katie Cassidy's not going to be in it because like every time I mean, obviously you don't know these people's lives, but I know she's in LA right now while they're still filming this crossover. And
What would what would be the silliest fucking thing ever if Legends had their own crossover, this whole secret crossover that we're not learning about, and it's with fucking Black Lightning? That would be one of the silliest things ever because Black Lightning's like it's about as serious as Arrow is, probably even more serious than Arrow is, and like it does
yeah,
have some lighthearted fucking stuff that happens in it, but usually it's like really serious show. And
yeah,
then you got the silliest show that they have, and then they fucking team up somehow. And I'm like, oh my god, that'd be cool. It's like when Scooby Doo meets Batman.
I think they did say Legends is having his own crossover somewhere.
CW always listens to us, dude. Somehow, dude, they got someone
No, they
out there.
fucking don't. Don't say that. No, they don't.
They got someone that listens to us because every time we talk about something, dude, they steal our ideas. And well, you're probably out there tweeting and shit to them all the time. All like, you guys are fucking up,
Nah,
dude. Guggenheim needs to eat a dick, and like,
nah, nah. I mean, I have my opinions, but I'm not about to. I'm no. I'm a grown up, all right. I don't do that stuff online.
he said
I
online.
mean,
If I see him in person, he's getting a fucking spit wad to the forehead.
I think it would actually tell us like you fucked up, and it's like honestly, I still like the show, but fuck you guys. you know, that's the way I feel about it. It's like I still like the show, but you guys are still eating dick, as far as I'm concerned. But I'm not out here tweeting fucking actors and producers that they need to die and stuff. It's like, no, I don't. I wouldn't do that. Because at the
What
end of the
was
day,
the brand of beer that um Citizen Steel brought over to his dad's house? I didn't look at the label. I was like, was that Guggenheim beer? Because they drink Guggenheim champagne all the time.
I don't know. They didn't show it.
I didn't look. I didn't want to
Yeah.
rewind it either because I was watching it on. No, I could have rewound it. I was watching it on CW, so I could have rewound it. If I was like, I don't want to rewind it if I'm watching it on F movies because it could start glitching out and
Yeah.
who knows what will happen. But yeah, I definitely was watching it on CW. So they're all that them and their goddamn commercials.
I do remember that Guggenheim champagne. I was actually mad when they showed it. Like, no, dude.
Oh man. So what do you want to talk about next? Arrow or Supergirl?
Whichever.
We'll get into Supergirl because I think Arrow probably it seems like it's going to be the most promising from what we've been shown anyway. And that's excluding your Supergirl bias.
Well,
If we
listen.
if we include if we
I
include
don't.
your Supergirl bias, we'll be like, yeah, Supergirl's going to be the best always and forever.
Well, you can cancel out if you want to say that Felicity kind of the fact that Felicity is there, it kind of hinders it for me. So I guess you can cancel it out. I guess
Okay, that's fair.
because
And then
it's automatically taken down a peg or two because of Felicity. It's just personally for
I
me.
I also wanted to make fun of you and say Captain Marvel's gonna be the best fucking superhero movie ever made.
It is gonna be the best superhero ever made. They're gonna hate on
I
it
I
though.
know I know it's gonna be dope. Like
If
all the
I,
trailers look dope.
if I see a video, if National makes a video on it and sells this SAW crap, I'm actually gonna fly to Chicago and punch him in the face. I'm not even kidding.
Dude, if you fly to Chicago, let me know so I can come and hang out.
Or it'll be after I punch National in the face for talking shit about Captain Marvel.
Man, hell yeah. Well, I'd have to meet you down somewhere at the airport, and then we can both share my venture card, so you don't have to pay anything for the subway or public transportation. That'll be on me.
Okay. So you want to go to Arrow?
Arrow. No, Supergirl. We're going with Supergirl.
Okay. I have some stuff I gotta say about Supergirl. We can talk about the episodes first, though.
Supergirl. Man. So at the first I was confused because I was all like, "Where the fuck is Rusky Supergirl, dude? Should we got this Supergirl out here saving all the just saving everybody, whatever?" But then at the end of the first episode, we're like, "All right, here's Rusky Supergirl. Cool. All right, we got her back." I was
Well,
wondering where the
truthfully, she shouldn't be having issues like that. Like, I mean, even when they got weapons to use against her, I feel like she's still fast enough to not get hit by them. Like when they had those random ass guards with those Kryptonian weapons, or those no those what were those weapons that could affect her? I think they had like kryptonite bullets or something. Something that Elcor made or Lex, yeah, something that Lex had made. It's like I still feel like you're fast enough to avoid this, or get them before they shoot you. But plot convenience. Never mind the fact that you stopped like a spaceship, but they do that all the time. The whole inconsistent feats kind of thing.
so there's two Supergirls going on right now. There's the Rusky Supergirl that's down there underneath the train tracks punching holes in the ground, and then there's the is that the real one or is this the real one that's out here in National City saving the day?
What do you mean, real one?
There's two Supergirls right now. There's
I
because that
know,
was going on at the same time.
I know, but I'm just saying. I mean, the real one is the one that you see.
Okay, and the Rusky one is just someone else.
I thought you were saying Rusty, like she is
No,
Rusty.
Rusky. No,
Okay,
Rusky, like she's a Russian.
Okay, that's what I was talking about. The kryptonite bullet thing. I thought you said Rusty, like she was just
Oh,
like she was out of practice. So I was like, okay, now what you're talking about. Okay,
no,
I can,
Rusky. Sorry.
yeah,
Yeah, like.
that's probably gonna be like a mid season kind of reveal thing because they're dealing with the whole Agent Liberty stuff
Yeah.
right now. So
Oh man, they're going full on SJW in this season of Supergirl. Holy cow!
I don't know why people are so surprised by this.
Oh man,
They've been doing
yeah,
the same shit.
Supergirl's been the strongest component of fighting social justice or fighting for the social justice since the first episode.
They've been
Like,
doing it since season one. Like, why are people still continuously surprised by this? It's like, dude,
yeah,
stop watching it if it really bugs you that much. Like, you know what they're gonna do.
yeah, and
I mean, I can see moments where it doesn't need it. Like, it is a little bit in your face. I can see that. I get it, but at the same time, it's like this is what
they
the
don't
show
do
is.
it. They don't do it that often. And when it's just telling a fucking good story, it's doing a good job of that. And then sometimes, when they're not rubbing it in your face a whole lot, dude, it's still fucking. They're getting their point across, and it's fucking cool. You're all like, hell yeah, dude, I see where you're coming from. I like that, dude. Or I never
Yeah,
thought about things like that.
yeah,
You know, like, and that's what entertainment's supposed to do. You know, it's supposed to, yes, it's supposed to just get you out of the real world and entertain you, but it's also supposed to get you to think differently and like maybe consider things in a whole different light. You know, like, and uh, if you want to get rid of politics out of all entertainment in general, then we will not have Trump as president because that's
you,
all he is an entertainer. And fucking,
you know what the
and,
problem is? The problem is
huh?
they're not saying shit they agree with. That's the issue. It's like they don't want to see stuff that they disagree with in their face. If they were talking about a bunch of stuff that they agreed with politically, then it would be all fine. I mean, that's for both sides. That's why you see a lot of more left leaning people who aren't as bothered by it because they're echoing stuff that they agree with, and that's fine. So you have right leaning people like, what the fuck is this? Why are you rubbing this in my face? But if it's like, if they were talking about more right leaning stuff, they would be fine with it. You know, that's just how it is. So that's why I don't always take it as seriously because it's like you're full of shit because you know damn well if they were talking about stuff you agree with, you'd be perfectly fine with this, and you know he would.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Yeah, that's 100% true for sure.
that's why I don't really always take it seriously. So it's just I almost link comic to this. I'm gonna try my best not to. I almost did. I almost made a point there, but yeah, it's just it is what it is at this point. And I think Alex did a good job in the episode that people should at least try to latch on to that is like, okay, at least they're aware of this. When she said, hey, we're in a workplace. You want to talk about politics, do it in your own time. We're in a workplace. She said something like that. It's like, okay, that's
Yeah,
great. That was a
yeah,
great
yeah,
line.
yeah.
So at
That was
least
an episode two, I think.
yeah, so at least they're aware of this. You know, they're aware of what they're doing. They know it. And
Yeah,
that was a great point that she's made. So and Alice is just a really good character in general. So yeah.
Alex is uh usually a pretty good backbone for Team Supergirl,
Yeah.
and they all have fucking teams, dude. I'm just thinking about it right now, dude. Even Black Lightning has a team,
Well,
kind of.
Supergirl, they just call it the DEO. And it's
Yeah,
just them because she has like a whole organization backing her that she's just a part of, and she's just like
yeah,
she's their muscle. Really, they've been doing this for years,
yeah,
but she's really just their muscle. Whereas there's like Team Arrow, they're just a group of vigilantes. Team Flash, they got the Flash in excess and elongated man, and they just have a team of scientists to help them, and the cops for that. So that's like a legitimate team with they have everything on every front. I think Flash probably has like the
Yeah.
most covered team because you have the Flash, you got XS, you got Elongated Man out there can do the fighting. You got Cisco and Caitlin and Wells, I guess, to do the scientific stuff.
You got Joe out there with the
Joe,
police.
Joe with the police, that inside thing, even Cecile with the police. You got Iris is there being Iris and giving orders. But now I guess
no. Iris is cool this season. Iris is actually really cool this
she's
season.
Not that bad. Yeah, she's not that bad.
She's out there being a reporter and shit, dude, and fucking.
Yeah.
And then she gets exclusive information for her papers because she's got that in with the police and shit because of her dad. And like,
yeah, so they probably have the most put together team that covers all fronts. Whereas you got Team Arrow, you got these fucking badasses that can fight, and then you got like Felicity and Curtis who like the tech people. More, well, not even really tech. I guess Felicity's more computer, whereas Curtis is more tech. He doesn't really build much.
And Felicity is like Agent Simmons, and then fucking Curtis is like Agent Fitz.
I guess, but yeah, and you got Diggle, who's the Argus stuff because they used to use his wife as a connection with Argus, but yeah, but even so,
now he's Argus.
But I think Flash still has the most put together team, but Supergirl still has like this big organization because they have a very specific thing, I guess. I don't know.
How do you feel about Brainiac versus Wynn?
I don't know. I guess I like Brainy. He's alright. They're giving him more to go on now, I guess.
I thought it was like hilarious. I thought it was hilarious when he was trying to like figure out how to like be a better, like just do a better job at the DEO, and he like went and tried to like live his life as Win for like a day or for however long he was doing it. Like we don't know. I don't know how time passes in these episodes. So like, but then when the next time we see him, he's like wearing Win's clothes and he's fucking shopping where Win used to shop or whatever. So he was trying to like live as Win for a while just to see like what he was doing wrong, and so he was just trying like I'm looking forward to seeing how Brainy develops throughout the season and how he tries to manage living in this new world that he's not accustomed to. That he at first I think he felt that he was like superior then because he's like a whatever level intellect.
Yeah, whatever they did to him though kind of fucked him up though. Like when they hacked into him. So I think that kind of messed him up a little bit. So
yeah,
I guess he'll deal with that. Because he was
dude, that whole fucking episode with all the terrorists and everything, dude, that was crazy, dude. Like this place he's been shopping at for months was all like, "Oh, you're a fucking alien, dude. Get the fuck out." I was like, "Come on, man. Like what's wrong, dude? His money still spends the same."
Yeah. I mean, just
What the fuck?
Echoing life, I guess.
I just don't. I can just never understand shit like that. I just know it exists, but I just never understand it.
And then they had what's her name? Naya. I think Nia Niles, the new character. I heard defend him. That was pretty good. A pretty good moment.
Oh, yeah.
And then he tried to ask her out.
Oh yeah, what's her face? Dude? Supergirl's new assistant. Yeah.
Yeah, Nia Niles, I think. And then he tried to ask
something
her
like
out.
that.
And he tried to ask her out.
Yeah. She was probably weird about it because, like, I don't know. She's like, "Oh, you're an alien, but I don't know how you'll feel if I'm a transgender or whatever."
I think that was it. I think that was it. She's probably kind of guarded. Like she don't know, like you don't know that I'm transgender, so I don't know. I don't want to. She's probably had experiences down that way, like where tried to date, and they found out she's transgender, and then they're like, "Oh no, fuck you." So she's probably just guarded in that sense. That's why she didn't. She was like, I mean, if you want to find me, you probably would. and she had a pretty good scene with James, where she's trying to get him to write that
Yeah,
editorial.
yeah, that dude, that I was almost crying when she was with that shit with James. I was like, God damn, dude, like this shit didn't need to go here right now. I mean, it kind of probably had to, but I was like, I wasn't expecting it. I was like, Dad, damn it,
They
you're
do a good
fucking
job.
jerking my tears.
They do a good job of doing these really emotional moments. I feel like I remember last season when Carl was super emo after Monel left, and
Yeah,
they had a lot of good emotional moments with her and Alex, or her breaking down a few times. So they usually do that pretty well.
yeah, no, I wasn't ready for it at the time because everything was so heavy at the moment. I was all like, all right, dude, fucking shit's blowing up, dude. Aliens are dying, dude. All right, this shit's going down. And then she's all like,
What else is part of it? I think oh yeah, Lena
do.
Luthor.
And I was like, damn.
About Lena Luthor in the episode.
Oh, Lena Luthor is just kicking ass in all fronts.
You know the thing about it is like that scene was kind of weird when they were fighting. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying I disliked it. I was just like, this is a little weird scene, but I guess it made sense because it was done in a way to where she had this weapon and she was just trying to, defend herself. It wasn't like she just had like these magic martial arts skills. It was just,
Yeah,
she doesn't have, or if they never alluded to her having these fighting skills, but she may have done, I don't know, but it was just done in a way where she just had this weapon and was just trying to
I
fight.
kind of think
But
like when her and Lex were kids, they used to go to like they used to have some sort of martial arts training when they were kids because they always show Lex fucking training in a dojo and fucking shit like that and
I
talking
mean,
about he was doing it since he was a kid. So like they might have done some
she
stuff,
she
but
could have some kind of training, but I mean, Mercy
uh,
Graves is Mercy Graves is clearly more skilled than she is. So, and they showed that, and it was fine. But she still had this weapon, and of course, Supergirl came in right there, so it didn't really matter. But I did enjoy that scene where they were trying to, like, she had to basically stop, or Kara had to basically stop them without them realizing it. Like, she had to grab the bullets real quick, and they were like, she was like, Kara, you're right, yeah. They're terrible. They have terrible aim. But she really just caught all the bullets and threw it back at him,
yeah, that was nice.
and she's kind of fucking them up without them noticing. But I swear that whole stretch, all the way up to Supergirl came. I swear to God, Lena knows.
Yeah, yeah. I
She
was all
fucking
like,
knows.
Lena was the whole time just playing it off. I'm like, all right, whatever, you know.
I'm surprised she didn't say, "Yeah, let's just split up so you can stop this shit." I was surprised she didn't say that. She's like,
Oh man,
we should split up. Maybe she just wanted to
no,
keep up.
but she knew she didn't want to blow her cover in front of other company too. So like,
Yeah, so and she actually knows. It's like I think I don't know when she found out, but I know way back in that elevator when she was going to visit Alex and what's her name, Ruby, and she had ice
yeah,
cream, and she was telling Kara about how much she disliked Supergirl. I think
yeah,
she was straight up testing her right there, or either that, or she's just setting those boundaries. Like, you know what, I'm not good with this Supergirl thing. She needs to chill out. But she's been testing her ever since. I feel. Yeah,
all right. I was out for a second. You can't hear me.
I thought you were on the
I
phone
was
or
t-
something.
No, I was talking about how there was no Lena and Lex really much, or not Lena and Lex, but Lena and Jimmy much going on in this season so far.
Well, I mean,
And then Jimmy's not being any. There's no guardian. I'm like, come
but
on,
he
man, what the
can't.
fuck's going on?
He can't be guardian.
Oh yeah, because the all that shit that's going on with the lawsuit and
Yeah.
yeah. I actually forgot about that for a second. But then every time they bring it up, I'm all like, oh yeah, that's why. Aries, get out of here.
But they I think I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for her to pretty much, tell Carl like, look, I know this. I know you've been hurt this whole time. It's like when
That's gonna
Oliver.
be some mid. That's gonna be some mid-season finale type shit. It's not gonna happen right away, but it'll happen this season for sure.
I was hoping it'd be last season, but they didn't. So I hope they don't drag it out too long. It's like when Oliver. We were waiting for him to tell Thea. I was like, damn it, when are you gonna tell Thea?
Yeah,
But then there's whole thing is like, oh, so Thea's gonna be mad as fuck when he does tell her, and he's just like, oh, they're gonna go through this whole thing when she goes on her, you don't like, why don't you tell me anything, and you need to stop treating me like a kid, because she had been on that crap for like all season 2.
yeah.
I thought they were gonna do that again, but yeah, I don't know how Lena's gonna. I firmly believe she knows, but I don't know how she's gonna kind of, I guess, react to the quote unquote reveal. Like if she's gonna
I
be like,
think I think Lena's gonna do some Luthor type shit and like set her up in a type of way to where she has to fucking out herself in front of her.
no, I don't think. I don't think she'll do that. I think she's just waiting for her to tell her, and then it'll be like this, "You never trusted me" kind of thing. Like I thought we were friends.
I
I think they'll leave
Dude,
her alone.
I totally see her doing some Luthor shit just so it would add more fucking drama between the two characters. That's all.
But they have a golden opportunity to not make them Superman and Lex Luthor. They can do something different. They don't have to do the same thing with them. Like they were friends and now they're enemies kind of thing. Like that would be so freaking dumb, in my opinion.
Yeah, it would be. It would
Cause
be. Right. But it's also dumb to make everything so happy and fucking cheery and shit at the end too, dude. Like they I don't think they'll be at the type of like enemy that Superman and Lex were, but they will not definitely they'll definitely won't be as close of friends or whatever after the fact. You know,
I don't know, maybe.
like they'll help each other out when it depends on fucking saving the city or saving the world or whatever. But like as when it comes to fucking like writing articles and like hanging out and eating donuts and shit, like nah, dude, that shit's dead. That shit's gonna be dead.
And I think it would be more like them butting heads over ideals because they already had like this disagreement. And you're like, I
Yeah,
don't
they do
see.
that all the time already. Yeah,
But no, man, it's just Card, not Supergirl.
right.
They were eating their big belly burger, and they were talking about something Lex had said or did or whatever. He's like, I don't totally disagree with that idea. That why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't humans be as powerful as aliens?
Yeah,
I mean, I guess that kind of makes. I don't know. I guess it kind of makes sense. It's like, okay, so it's like Batman. It's like, okay, he can kill us all. What happens if he just decides like, I'm not a good guy anymore. I'm just gonna kill you all.
yeah.
So it's just similar
But
logic
here's the
there.
thing. Here's the thing. Like a lot of these aliens are only powerful or whatever because they live on Earth or whatever. If humans were to go to another planet, like if an Earthling was to go to Krypton and we got the rays of the red sun and all this dope shit, dude. Like, would we get Superman like powers and would we become Superman on Krypton, where they're just regular people? Like,
No.
like how would all this shit work? You know, like humans could probably do this shit too, and on different planets.
No.
So we're just basic bitches of the universe.
I guess because I mean, I don't know.
Is Earth just where every other alien just stops to get a fucking latte and then fucking dip off on their missions?
Sure, Lex.
That that's what Supergirl makes it seem like. Everyone just hangs out at that fucking bar and go to fucking Aliens Anonymous meetings.
Oh yeah.
SJW bullshit.
I'm tempted to have you
I'm
have
just kidding.
Nashville one episode. No, I
I'm
know.
just kidding. If anybody thinks I'm serious about SJW agenda shit that's listening, I don't really care, dude. I like Supergirl. I think it's a good show.
It's the best show, in my opinion.
But
You want to disagree? Eat a dick. I have my opinions. You have yours.
you also agree with what I like the best out of the Arrowverse. So like,
I won't disagree that Legends is the best. My Supergirl bias is in play. So, but
yeah,
Legends is still up there.
yeah.
So, I
So
mean,
like,
I admit I
we're
have a
not in
bias.
it. We're not enemies.
I admit I have a bias for Supergirl. So,
Hey man, dude, she does. I'm not saying Supergirl's not a bad bitch, dude. She's fucking awesome. But all right, on to Arrow. Arrow started off so fucking strong. He's all like, "I'm prisoner 24601." That wasn't his prisoner number, but I was making a Les Miserables reference. And
and they kept saying it the whole episode.
yeah, he's all like, that cop, dude, that cop that he got fucking transferred or fucking fired or whatever, dude. Like he was a dick the whole fucking season so far. So like he kind of had it coming.
Well, he kind of saved him, I guess.
Oh, dude, he totally saved his life.
Yeah.
This dude's
They
like,
wanted,
he's like, dude, we're gonna fuck. He's like, we're gonna kill him, or you kill him or not, dude. Like, so like, what are you gonna do about this?
yeah, they wanted to kill him, but he just kind of got rid of the problem. They can't really do anything about it. And they were like, okay, whatever, he's gone anyway.
Dude, so that guy, that little like wimpy guy that kicks it with Oliver in jail, like he was like so fucking just like just like that timid little dude. But then when Oliver got out of fucking solitary in the beginning of the next episode, that dude was on some crazy fucking shit. Like he was on some of the craziest shit ever. He's all like, "Oh, dude, we can fucking blackmail him. We can do all the, like he's it, but he tried to play himself off. He was all like, I don't belong here. I'm not a fucking, like I'm thinking there's more to this fucking guy than meets the eye, dude. Like I'm thinking like he might actually be some sort of kingpin in the prison.
He's probably like some kind of villain or something.
Yeah, dude. There's something about that dude that's not right at all.
Because why is he in a supermax?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what did he possibly do to get into a supermax jail? So
That's what I'm saying. This dude's on some wild shit, dude. Like, there's no way you're in there on some fucking like a couple false murder charges or whatever, like.
yeah.
Those guys in there are fucking Arrow villains and fucking people that are doing wild shit, dude. Like, I don't know, man. So yeah, there's some about that guy, and I'm not gonna be shocked. I'm gonna be shocked if there's like he was just if he's telling the truth. That's what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be shocked if he's telling the truth.
I'm just wondering how long he's gonna be in jail. I mean, how long? Because he's obviously out by the crossover.
Yeah.
But how long can they
I,
keep it? I mean, they had what's your name go to the FBI after, and we're like, okay, now it's probably you're trying to earn a hold of your end of the bargain. And that was catch Diaz. But that had nothing to do with getting him out of jail. That was just need to catch Diaz. So I don't know how they're gonna get him out and how he's gonna resume as Green Arrow. They're just gonna pull some crap out. Like, okay, he gets out, cleared of all charges, and he's free to be Green Arrow again. So I don't
Yeah,
know how
that's
they're gonna
neat
do
that they're bringing back the FBI girl that just disappeared halfway through the season last year.
it. She's
And
annoying.
like, dude, she totally just disappeared. Like, she just like where the fuck did she go? I don't know. I,
I'm
I
telling you,
don't know.
I'm telling you, DC messed them up by cutting Slade.
Yeah. So they had to like hurry up. Like we gotta tell a whole new story, man. We can use Slade for fucking 4 episodes, dude, and then like we gotta change the whole script. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, dude. Like Slade was gonna be a really big character in this season, but we can only use him for they keep on looking at 4 episodes. They keep on looking at the paper. Four. Fuck yeah, it's 4. We can only use him for 4 episodes. Like we gotta fucking do something. It's so
Yeah,
shitty.
yeah, they did. They did kind of get screwed over in that regard. So I still maintain that Katie James stuff wasn't supposed to go on as long as it did because of all that.
Yeah.
But I guess it worked out. Season 6 wasn't as good as season 5, but whatever. They still bounced back pretty well. I'll admit that.
Man, I have high hopes for this season, dude. I have no idea where these flash forwards are going with
I'm not sure how I feel
Roy
about.
and
Yeah, go ahead.
with Roy and
William.
William kicking it, going back to Star City.
I'm
Like
not
they're
sure.
on this fucking backwards ass fucking wild goose chase. That's what it seems like. And I'm like, you had to go all the way to Leanne U just to find Roy, just to find out to go back to the city. Like,
Star City.
oh my, oh my god, dude, this shit fucking. Uh,
Not sure how I feel
uh,
about. Not sure how I feel about Roy just being in the future. I mean, I guess it's all right, but
But
I
then it
don't know.
makes sense because we already saw fucking future Ali like with one arm and with Connor Hawk, dude. Like we already saw that shit, dude. Like
I guess, but I mean, obviously he's not with Thea anymore, so something happened there.
he said some shit. He's like, last time I saw you, you were with my aunt Thea. He's
Who's
like,
that
yeah,
say?
we're not talking about that fucking shit, dude. Get out of here.
You said no. You said the first time I saw you.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
It's the first time, so there's still room for him to be in the present if they really wanted to do something like that. You know, if they wanted to bring him back in that regard. He said the first time
yeah,
I saw you.
yeah.
But it does look pretty promising. I mean, I'm glad they got rid of Guggenheim and Wendy Miracle. But I mean, because you know how I feel
Did
about
they?
them. Yeah, they're not the showrunners anymore. But the person that they got as a showrunner now was the one who said she could have written the whole wedding episode as one whole episode. The one, you know, it was like a 11-minute stretch of the wedding reception. She
Yeah.
tweeted, she's like, "Oh, I could have written this whole episode with just the wedding." And that's the new showrunner. And we were like, "Oh my god, this is who you guys got." But that's why it's so publicity heavy
No,
right
dude.
now. They had to pull it over.
Superhero weddings need to be attacked 95% of the time. Dude,
It
like
wasn't
there's that
attacked.
it was attacked, dude. They were in the middle and they got attacked by Nazis, dude. Like it was awesome. And then they had to finish the wedding at the end of the thing, and it took like a couple minutes. That was great.
Well, yeah, and then it was tainted because they were technically attacked again.
95% of the time, dude, if you're a superhero and you're getting married, your wedding's getting attacked, dude. Like, just read a comic book, dude. Like, you're better off having a courthouse wedding and just fucking and then just having a party afterwards, dude. Like, that's all. Like, that's what I'm saying. Don't
Yeah,
be a
but I
don't
mean,
don't be a superhero and try to get married.
they technically got attacked at the end as well because their wedding got hijacked, and then he talks about it the next Flash episode. They're like, "Oh, I didn't know, you know, taking over our wedding was a part of the registry either." This is if Iris said something like that.
Yeah, well, she's talking about the bullshit ass gifts they got, and then yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I didn't know this was on a registry." I was like, "Yeah, well, getting married at our wedding wasn't on a registry either." So
Oliver's over there like, this is gonna be so romantic that we get married the same time that Barry does. And Felicity's not like, I guess. Like, let's do it. We got
no,
Diggle.
that was her idea.
No, damn. Okay, damn.
All he did was at the reception was just talking about getting married because they were engaged before, and he was just like, we should just like, what if we just resume that or whatever. And then she made this whole big scene out of it and everything at the what was the rehearsal. And then at the end, she's just like, when they were getting married, they were just witnesses, and she was like, oh wait, can you marry us too?
Right.
Even you were
Yeah.
mad at that. Even you were irritated at that.
I was like, this shit's fucking stupid, dude. Like, you're just gonna ride on someone else's coattails.
You could
I remember.
you could have very easily have just said, pulled him to the side. I was like, Oliver, I do want to marry you, and then just do it in the next episode. You could have easily just done that. That would have been fine.
Yeah.
But whatever, it is what it is. I think it's gonna be a decent season. It's just I don't know. I annoy my mother when I talk about Arrow because she's heard all of her. She's heard all my Felicity hate and Felicity hate. But even she has said she was annoying in season 3 when she kept crying. She would sit there like while I'm watching it, she's on her phone, and even she was like, "God, she just keeps freaking crying all the time."
I want to meet your mom. I bet she's hilarious.
But she's tired of my Arrow
She's
hate.
tired. Oh man, Arrow doesn't deserve all the hate it gets, but it deserves a good portion of it. And any Olicity fans out there,
Arrow has
any
just, for me, I'm just I'm glad you guys fixed a lot of this stuff, but I'm still like screw you guys. That's how I think about it. You shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have done it.
any Olicity fanatics out there, man, you guys just need to like calm down.
It's like when a hardcore DC fan. It's like when a hardcore DC fan goes to watch any MCU movie. They may like it, but they're still gonna make fun of it. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that.
And about the real life shit, dude. Like they do not care. They do not care about. I'm talking about the actors. They do not care about what their fucking hardcore fanatics think about what they need to fucking like. They don't fuck. They're like they're not gonna listen to you, dude. They want to listen to the real fans, like people like me and Dalen here that actually love the show and will criticize it and give it the love and the respect that it deserves. And
you criticize it. I'd make fun of it.
All right. I like to make fun of it too. Like when fucking last season, when Oliver jumped off the top rope and gave fucking Diggle that fucking elbow drop and shit, dude, or that leg drop or whatever it was. Like hell yeah, dude. He went full WWE in this bitch, dude. Fucking go off against Diggle.
Yeah.
He thought he was Stardust. Because doesn't Stephen Amell have beef with Stardust?
They did this W. He's a fan. He's a fan of wrestling, so they did this WWE thing.
Yeah.
That
I
was
thought
actually
he
a
was.
really
I thought,
that was actually a really good scene. I remember that.
yeah, it was awesome. It was good shit. And man, I really liked how Felicity was trying to guilt trip Diggle. It's like the one thing that Oliver asked you to fucking do was be the Green Arrow, and you can't even do that shit. He's not like he's like what the fuck, dude? And it's like it was already against the law when we were doing it before, but now it's a federal dude. Like people, and they already know who we are, so we'll definitely be in federal fucking prison if we do this shit. Like get the fuck out of here, Felicity. Go home.
Felicity was already willing to let the whole Star City die just to save Oliver. Think about that. When Ray was thinking about the whole city, and he was still there. She's like, "Oh, but Ray, Oliver." It's like I have a whole city to think about. He knew what he was doing. Even
Yeah.
like he wouldn't expect you to just spare him like that. It's like I get it. This is her husband. I understand that, but it's like you're not thinking about the other people around you. That I mean, come on, Diggle has been doing this longer than you have. He knows about this stuff more than you have, and you were gonna let Diaz, or you're willing to let him die just to stop Diaz. It's like the other longbow hunters were coming on the train, and she's like, "No, well, what about Diaz?" It's like we got the weapon.
Yeah, he's like, that's all we came for was the weapon, dude. Like, we'll get Diaz another time, dude. Like, bet. And she's like, that's not enough. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
Okay, so he's gonna die because the other three were coming. Okay, then you wouldn't have gotten anything. I mean, he would die, and you
Yeah,
would have got the weapon.
you would have had Diaz and Diggle both dead. The fucking longbow hunters had the weapon, and nothing got solved.
Yeah. So and then she's all like, "Oh, I understand why you didn't do that, but I can't do it like this. I need to go find someone to help me in the right way." It's like, okay, you do you.
Yeah, so now she's gonna go narc to the FBI. Yeah, dude. Felicity's not like I can totally stand by your Felicity hate on this season. Like 100%. But all those other times, I'm all like, yeah, she was a little annoying, but man, nothing major. Especially last season. Last season, she was pretty chill.
I guess she was just background. Like she wasn't as prominent. And I refuse to just, I don't know. I can't deal. Now I don't really care. But you know what? When the show ends, she's probably gonna end with it. They can believe that she's gonna be like this iconic character moving forward all they want to. It's like, no, I don't think so. Because you know what? They put her in a Green Arrow comics and then it got canceled. So you do the math there. You know? It's not the same audience. Like Stephen Amell was saying a while ago that he thinks that when they make a Green Arrow movie that the writers are gonna feel obligated to put Arrow characters in there. I was like, really? Are they,
Oh,
Stephen?
wow.
Are they, Stephen? Are they gonna
I don't
put
think so.
Felicity? I think you can get away with Diggle in some capacity, but are you gonna put Thea and Felicity in there? I don't think so. I doubt it. And it's like
Diggle's a good. I did not like Diggle in the first couple seasons, but Diggle's awesome. I didn't like Diggle's awesome now. Uh,
he's always been my favorite character.
he said he's always been.
My favorite character, yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I didn't like him in the first couple of seasons. I was like, dude, fuck this guy, dude. He's being like too much of a hard ass, dude. Let Oliver just fucking be Oliver and fucking get himself killed or something.
And he's seen some stuff. He knows it. He knows about it all.
Yeah. So once I get to learn more about Diggle and fucking, I'm like, all right, dude, Diggle's pretty cool, man. I like Diggle now. It was just too much of a hard ass. I was like, why is every black guy in the CW got to be a hard ass?
Because they don't know how to write anybody.
No, they actually write him pretty good now, dude. He's like he can chill out, dude. Especially when him and Oliver started drinking it together. I was like, all right, dude. Like Diggle's that dude. All right, I could feel it. Diggle will invite Oliver to the barbecue. That's what I'm saying.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I know what it's like to be invited to the barbecue, man. It's a good time. I was like, holy shit, dude, these barbecues are real? They're like, yeah. Oh man, I had no idea.
Yeah, it looks like it's. I'm actually excited for Batwoman.
Batwoman, dude, that's something that's still a fucking wild card for me, man, because I don't really know much about Batwoman in the comics. So it's just still just gonna be a wild card for me until I see it.
She's or if they do it right, she's gonna be pretty ruthless. Like she makes a point before anyone goes out there and makes an assumption. Batwoman is a character that actively fights for social justice. She fights racist, sexist, pigs,
Oh
outfits.
hell no! Fuck this bullshit.
That's just part of the character. If you've read the New 52 run, and it's like it brings us in conflict with Batman a lot. So she'd be pretty brutal. She'd be
She's been
pretty
out
good.
for how many? She's been out for how many years in the comics?
Well, she just got her first run in New 52. She didn't have her own solo run until then.
New 52 came out like 6 years ago though.
Yeah, but that was the first time she had her own solo. Before that, she was just doing
Yeah.
her stuff. And initially, she was a character that was she was just made to get rid of the rumor that Bruce Wayne is gay. So they
Oh,
did
cute.
that. That was a way to.
So they wanted to fuck his cousin? That's worse.
They're not related.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being gay, so I don't even know why I said it's worse. I thought Batwoman was his cousin.
No, that's not his cousin.
Okay. I've been hearing shit that I heard Batwoman was his cousin.
No, those are people who just don't read comics, probably.
No, god damn it. So I was say that's fucked up though, dude. Like, cause I know he was fucking Batgirl. Like when Batgirl, like and this is DC animated universe canon because it's in the comic books. Are really like the uh Batgirl was dating Dick Grayson, whatever, but she came back into Gotham for some reason. Then Batman had fucked her, and she had gotten pregnant, and I think they
Yeah.
had an abortion or whatever. Yeah, oh my god, that shit's crazy.
Yeah, that was yeah.
That shit is fucking bonkers, man.
It is what it is, I guess.
Oh my
But yeah,
god.
Batwoman should be pretty good. They released an image of Ruby Rose in a suit next to Supergirl. I don't know if you saw it. Did you see it?
I did not see it. I did not see it.
Hang on, I got it. I'm gonna post it as soon as I find it. Damn it, where the fuck is it? There it is. Now just post it in the chat.
Oh damn! I would not want to get. I kind of would want to get beat up by her, but I would not want to get beat up by her, dude. She looks scary.
Looks perfect. The suit is really good, so I'm just excited because I feel like
Tonio, he just said the mask and the wig are awful.
the mask isn't the greatest. It does look a little awkward. Yeah, the mask, but that's it. That's it. I mean, I'm sure I'll get used to it. The mask does look a little bit awkward, but I mean, I'm sure in context of the show it'll look better. Like, I wasn't really a fan of Grant's new suit for the Flash, particularly like the mask. It's a little weird without the chin strap, but like I don't even notice it anymore.
Yeah, yeah. I barely notice because I know he gets a new suit every season, but I barely notice the differences until like except when they first introduce it, they're like, oh, it's just got this much different, and then but then if I was just like go like and watch it like just a random episode, like
Yeah.
if they were just airing reruns, I wouldn't be like I'd be like, oh, he's wearing this is season 1, I could tell by the suit. I don't know, I really can't tell, like. Especially in that first episode of The Flash this season, when the guards are like, "Oh, you're going throwback today, huh?" He's like, "Yeah, dude, I felt like it was a good touch, Like, I was all like, I would not be able to tell if he was wearing a different suit. But like, oh, it's the Flash, dude. Thanks, dude. Fucking get that guy. Like that's all it would be.
Seems to get a little brighter every season.
Yeah.
Like it was really dark in the first season, but it gets brighter and brighter, and now it's like really bright. So, but yeah, Batwoman, I think it's gonna be really. Because they're making a show, it'll probably come out like next fall. I'm assuming they'll probably start shooting like next summer or whatever. Like they'll probably start like getting like the cast together towards the end of the year. I'm assuming they're gonna do the Question, like Renee Montoya. That's like the love interest. But I don't think they're gonna use Maggie. So they're probably gonna do
Leslie Montoya be cool, dude. She's always been a good character ever since they brought. Wasn't she introduced in the DCAU?
I'm not sure. I don't remember. But
Because I know for sure she wasn't always a character, but then fucking something brought her in and like made her super popular.
Well, she wasn't the first Question. I know that.
Oh damn!
The Question was a guy at first, so I can't remember if he died or not. But
I have some. I did have one old Question book, but I think I gave it to Eric.
did you mail it to him or something?
Yeah, because he bought a bunch of old Batman stuff from me, and then I gave him a bunch of some free stuff along with it that he wasn't expecting. And I think I kind of feel bad because I think one of the Batman books or two of them were like damaged and they were stuck together. So like I kind of feel bad about that, but it was also something he didn't pay for and it was free. So like I don't know. Because I can't find the Batman books I had that were damaged and stuck together anymore, and I think I might have shipped them to him.
Okay. I think.
But I did find some.
Montoya.
I think I did find all my. I think I did give him all my Moon Knight and Question stuff though for free too. So like, because I don't have much of it. I didn't have much of it. So.
He's a big fan of both.
Yeah. That's what I was saying because that stuff's good, and I knew he would enjoy it more than I would. And I didn't have much of it to like try to sell to collectors. I'm like I had like maybe like 5 issues of Moon Knight and 1 issue of Question. So I was all like, dude, yeah, you can have these. Because it didn't make any difference for shipping. Like as long as you can fit in the box or whatever, dude, it didn't. matter how much the shipping was or how much the boxes weighed or whatever.
Yeah. You should read some Batwoman though. New 52.
I'll check some out. I don't buy much DC. I get Sideways. I get the Terrifics. I don't know. I get a lot of Marvel and Image, and then also a bunch of other indie stuff. DC, I don't really get much of. I've been buying a lot of their like Looney Tunes like crossover stuff. They got like Daffy Duck and Joker or whatever.
I've been mostly reading Marvel lately, so.
Oh man, I haven't been reading anything lately. I haven't even gone to the comic book store in the past 2 weeks. I'm going there tomorrow and pick stuff. So
You can pick up the new Cyberfrog.
no, I haven't got to the new Cyberfrog yet, but that's on my list.
Yeah, you should get that, and you should get Iron Sights,
Lone Star.
all that shit.
Oh man,
All
the
that
list
stuff
goes on.
is all just gonna make it all great again, right?
The list goes on, man. You could pay $8 for a single issue or digital copy, or you
Real
could,
bargain. Real bargain there. Real bargain.
or you could get one, in your hands for like $25.
With a bookmark. But
Not knocking Indiegogo as a whole, but I'm knocking Indiegogoers as a like man.
well, they can be
Like
comics.
if you're a close friend of mine and you're legit dude, just trying to get some shit out there and like you are using that money to like pay your expenses and doing all that stuff and like a friend of Dalen and ours, Nasser, he did that shit. He got the books in our hands. We paid overpriced for them, but like actually I paid all together like $55 and I got like 2 posters, 11 copies, bookmark and some sort of trading card. So like that's not bad. That's that's really not bad. Free shipping. Um,
Well, I think
I'm not
mine.
even. I'm not, I've been giving all my I've been giving all my copies away of it too. Like I'm keeping 2 of them, but all the other ones I've been giving away. I think I only have like 4 left.
Well, mine wasn't. I think I got 4, but I only paid $15 for that. I didn't know you had to like click a certain button to do the physical copies. So I guess I was just donating. But he sent me like 4 copies anyway, so. But I am mocking Comicsgate. I will always mock Comicsgate. I don't really care.
Oh yeah, you can not confiscate all you want. I was also just knocking Indiegogoers where you're fucking like
I support my friend.
they're Kickstarter people too. You know, like I've backed some Kickstarters. I'm waiting for one to come out in December. Actually,
I support Nasser because he's trying to get his stuff out there. I don't agree with a lot of his ideals, but I support him creating his own content and selling it. But I'm not. I will always make fun of Comicsgate. I always mock
oh
it
yeah, that's
because
fun.
it's stupid. Because it's stupid. They're stupid.
That's
So
it. It's fun, and people like me, like I'll always look and view what everybody has to say. So like I am subscribed to some Comicsgate channels, and I watch them every once in a while. But lately, like when I first started listening to them, I'm like, all right, dude, these guys maybe got some points or whatever. But then when you just fucking listen to that shit over and over and over, I'm like, these guys are like, what the fuck?
it's the same shit.
It's the same shit, dude. Like, because like I was actually listening to DNC for a while. And I was like, damn, this is some good white noise to write to. You know, I'm like, you know, because that's what I need. I need some sort of noise in the background, either listen to music or whatever to fucking write to. Judge Judy, the Judge Block. The Judge Block is awesome to write to. Judge Mathis, Judge Judy, Divorce Court, that whole fucking like 4 hours of fucking Judge TV. That's good shit to write too. But then it's also just interesting to know that people like this exist. So then you can so I can listen to how they talk and I can accurately portray them in my stories, and I can accurately portray. So like it's just always good for just any sort of reference, but don't buy into all the agenda. Like I listened to Alex Jones. I was a huge fan of Alex Jones. Did I take Alex Jones seriously? No. I just thought he was 100% entertaining. And then I knew like half the shit he was talking about, or more than half the shit he was talking about was horse shit. And then like there's like that 20 to 25% of shit that he's talking about is like kind of true shit, but you're not gonna believe him because he's going at it this batshit crazy way. So you're like, I don't even know, dude. Like this, like I can't. But the frogs are gay, and he's doing all this crazy horse shit, and he's throwing chairs, and he's throwing books, and he's going and he's calling out people and, like, in front of their faces. And so you're like, this dude's awesome. He's like, this dude doesn't give a fuck. You're like, that's just how I view things. I just view things as entertainment, and like, not all of it I agree with, but I love it all. I really do. I love it all.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with keeping up with the stuff.
Yeah.
But no, I don't buy into any of that crap. Like I said, I came across Nasser's channel last night, and I was just looking at this stuff. It's like he's talking about other people spreading propaganda. This is exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, and it's crazy that he doesn't see it. Like,
It's like you're doing exactly what you're complaining about. Like, dude, you're so ass backwards in life in general. So I don't know.
Like, yeah, Comics Gate does the exact same thing that they pretend to fight against. How'd my camera move? And I don't know. It's just so crazy that like all these people are just buying into it. It's like DNC and Ethan Van Sciver, Comic Artist Secrets Pro or whatever the channel's called. Like they are exactly like an Alex Jones entity where like they're just building an audience, whatever, and they might not even necessarily fully agree with what they're saying or whether or not, but they got so far into it. They built this audience and now they have to do this shit, dude. They're just pushing this fucking agenda that they're saying that is an anti-agenda, like, but it's still an agenda, like you're still doing the same shit that you're claiming SJWs are doing, and like, I don't know, man. I keep I even showed you some shit on the DNC page where they were telling Nasser, like, dude, stop doing all this shit on Twitter, dude. Like, we're not trying to fight fire with fire, whatever. And I was all like, well, maybe they do have some competent people in their group, but they don't have enough. They don't have enough competent. They don't, like, because out of all the people that were telling them to stop, there's 10 more telling them to keep going. Like.
Yeah. I think every group has some rational people, obviously.
Yeah.
But the loud vocal bullcrap like DNC and EBS kind of distracts from that. So I mean, I don't know if your point of let's make comics great again. First of all, that's a problematic phrase to begin with. So let's start with that.
Making anything great again is not good.
Like you're automatically gonna just people are like, no, fuck you guys, automatically just because of that. So that's number one.
Yeah.
And number two is like your underlying point of wanting better comics gets lost because of all this crap. So nobody takes you seriously. Nobody in the industry that you claim to hate takes you seriously. That you keep arguing with them daily.
dude, none of this stuff is meant to be taken so seriously to begin with. It's cartoons and comics, dude. It's just out there to entertain young adults and kids. You know, like, and then the people, and then the diehards who are just always going to be into this shit. That's all it like. And then there's like that's all it is. It's just a medium of entertainment. And like none of this shit's supposed to be taken seriously, dude. It's cool that we when we do have characters that can represent us, like when uh in a sort of way, like I don't have anywhere to fit in there guy that's like there's white guy fucking comic book characters all over the place. So like I have no grounds to stand on when someone of like a person of color or whatever is all like, dude, it was so cool to see the Black Panther movie, like to finally see someone that's like really about this, like yeah, Blade was cool and all, but he was just a hero that happened to be black. He wasn't a black hero. And I was like, I'm like, I don't understand the difference, but I'm trying to understand what you're saying. So like,
Well,
I
I
don't
think
know.
art is serious. I think, I mean, I don't necessarily agree with it just being entertainment. Yeah, it's entertainment, but I think aspects of it can be taken seriously. Like you care about your art. That's
Well,
all.
yeah,
That's
it's
what it is.
art,
It's
and
art.
art is supposed to imitate life, and that's what art's all about, dude. But
Like not like I take
things are
writing.
getting to the point. Things are getting to the point. Sorry to cut you off. Things are getting to the point where life is starting to imitate art more than art is imitating life, and it's getting like I don't know.
Yeah,
It's getting weird.
backwards. Like I know what you mean. It's just like
Yeah,
I take writing. I take writing really seriously. Like that is my number one passion. And
yeah,
so it's just yeah, it's a form of entertainment, but it's also something that should be respected because it allows you to just create this whole different thing. And it's just I think it's just is important to have. I think, but
yeah.
I don't think it's always just for entertainment. It is entertainment, but I think you can take it seriously. And so I think that I get you wanting better comics. Is that subjective? If you think it's bad nowadays, it's fine. Totally fine. If you think if it's bad, you want better ones. Nothing wrong with that. But the method, your other bullcrap points, you're attacking other people that aren't white. That's just too much. Doing way too much. Not taken seriously.
Yeah, there's all these aspects. Like I do like it when some sort of entertaining medium, whether it's a movie or a comic book, a TV show or a book, whatever, can actually change my way of thinking or make me see something in a different way. I'm not saying entertainment can't do that, but I was just saying like, yeah, dude, I don't know, like it's but I'm saying it's not meant to be taken as seriously as all these people are saying. Like going out there, like what you're saying, like harassing and attacking people and doing all that shit, and it's nuts. But
Like
anyways, we're
it's
out of
not.
time.
Well, I was gonna make
All
this
right,
last point. I was
all
gonna
right,
make this
cool.
last
Go
point.
ahead. Go ahead. Go
Like
ahead.
as much crap as I talk about Arrow and how much I hate Felicity, I would never sit here and go on Emily Bett's Twitter and just harass her because I don't like her character she plays. It's like I would
Yeah,
never.
there's no
At the end
reason
of
to
the
do that.
at the end of the day, it's a TV show.
Yeah.
I could be upset with the stuff they do on it all I want to, but at the end of the day, it's just a TV show. It's just not that serious. Like Game of
I
Thrones.
can see. I
Game
can
of
see you
Thrones.
gladly wanting to interview the characters and being all like, or interview the actors and be like, you, the way you play this character, I don't like that, but I keep on doing like, like
Well,
I don't know.
Emily Bett I remember season three. After season three, she was like, "I hope Felicity stops crying so much." So even she was like, I don't know about that. And then I remember she recently, maybe 6 months ago, was in an interview, and she said she hopes Felicity doesn't get pregnant because when she gets pregnant, if you notice when characters have babies on the show or something like that, their whole plot becomes about the baby. They don't have any other
Yeah,
stories to themselves. And so that's what she was like. oh, she doesn't get pregnant because then she won't have any more plot to herself, like anything for her. It was just the whole story would become just about the baby, and her own fans were trashing her for that. It's like, dude, really? This is a girl you guys love so much. You're giving her crap because she hopes her character doesn't do something. This is like, wow, that's when you go. That's when you take it too far. And even like Game of Thrones, Cersei Lannister is a very hated character. I can't stand Cersei from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And but I'm not gonna sit here and harass Lena Headey because she just does her job.
Right.
She's just playing a character. And I remember there's a con where people were deliberately skipping her autograph line because they couldn't stand her character so much. I was like, dude, she just she just plays a character. What's wrong with you? You know? Like I
It
don't
was.
like.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Hollywood entertainment was never meant to get this serious, dude. It never was. And that's about the time we have. We could probably touch more on this next time. Uh, and I'm sorry for the lack of content that I've been bringing you lately. Like, we've been busy. I've been busy. It's been hard just getting people that have matching schedules to record with. Um, it's been hard. Let's just stay in touch. I was actually gonna make a state of the channel video, but it doesn't matter. Uh, Keep on listening, like and subscribe. We'll probably be going live every time because I'm so far behind on things, and it's easier to upload that way, dude. Like it's just like because I don't have to do all the extra steps, and I never like edited anything anyways in the old shows. So like we're probably always just keep going live. Sorry for all the technical difficulties in like the first hour. That shit was crazy. And yeah, man, just keep on coming in and watching us. Thanks, Dalen, for coming in. You're always a
You're,
good kid to have on.
you're welcome.
All right, man, and see you guys. I would say next week, but I have no idea when we're coming back. So see you next time.